Silence, the true absence of sound. It can be quite terrifying. Honestly, I don't even know what to do with silence. The lack of even the slight electronic hum of a laptop, or the barely audible drone of the motor on a vehicle passing by on some distant highway, it's gone. Nothing. The crazy thing about silence is that without the contrast of sound, one can't really grasp how quiet it is. Environmental conditions so harsh, the result is an utter lack of sound. No birds, no crickets, no leaves rustling. Just silence. But along with this incredible, quiet, icy wilderness, we introduce us. Humans, noisy, smelly, and in search of a great adventure. But in order to chase this amazing dream, we must first break the silence. The jostling of the traditional Inuit sled pulled by a modern-day motorized version of a dog team seemed to transport me back in time to a century where the land, the native people, and the animals coexisted in a harshness that we, in our millennial culture, will never fully understand. A place where the native people survived in seemingly inhospitable conditions, living in harmony with the muskox herds, much like our Native American Indian tribes and the bison, wasting little and wanting for even less. And here is where my adventure began, and the curtain rose on this bitter cold stage in the Arctic Circle of Greenland.
This is amazing. It's like the land that time forgot, you know? Yeah. It's just beautiful. It's cold, quiet, beautiful. And hopefully we got a big bull just over this rise. Cows, calves, and young bull, huh? Yeah. What's the one on the left that's facing us? Too young? Okay.
Muskox in Greenland, huh? So what's the most unique thing so far?
The height that the muskox have been at.
The height.
Yeah.
Up to how high they go.
And mountain. I was not.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about this hunt that I was not expecting.
Well, we were on our way back, and those muskox we saw on that just off of that cliff face. That's like sheep country.
Yeah, we were talking about that today. Some of the places we were seeing the muskox, like I don't know how you would have covered it.
How far do you have to go before you start getting the polar bears?
No, it's not very often. It's out in the ice, between Canada and Greenland.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. On the hatch.
Wow, that smells delicious.
That looks really, really good.
Oh. You feed all your hunters this well?
That's the tree I know.
What? 3 meals.
The 3 meals I know.
I don't care what Nick says about you, Kirsten. I think you're a pretty damn good guy.
Thank you.
Silence. Modern civilization despises it. Because we fear it. We fear the silence. I believe we're scared of the quiet because of the screams we might hear from within us. The truth of who we are, crying to be heard. And so, in response, we drowned out any chance of that audible inner voice rising above the racket and clamor of our jobs. The 24-hour news networks, our social media, and our beloved electronic devices. Seeking to find answers and truth among the noise that we have created. But in this place, like the land that time forgot, the silence overpowers the noise. Inadvertently, in this incredible silence, I found that perspective became a reality, rather than something I was continually trying to grasp. And in this immense white-crusted topography with temperatures ranging from 5 degrees to minus 30, this Arctic adventure became less about the hunt for muskox, and more about this amazing place, these prehistoric-looking creatures, and the native Inuit people who call this place home. Along with my introspection came a sense of overwhelming calm. I realized that with this silence, I could clearly hear myself think. And in that moment, standing still in the vast landscape and admiring an animal that was designed to thrive in such a cold, harsh environment, an environment that to me resembled the planet Hoth from the Star Wars movie Empire Strikes Back, I was gripped by the silence. The silence of the Arctic.